The Israeli military has continued its attacks across southern Lebanon, killing at least 5 people. Israeli artillery shelling targeted the city of Nabatieh, including its outskirts. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says the military will continue to operate as planned in southern Lebanon. His comments followed U.S. President Donald Trump's statements that Israel and Hezbollah have agreed to stop fighting. This comes ahead of another round of negotiations between Israeli and Lebanese delegations in Washington on Tuesday. In a post on social media, Trump wrote, "I had a conversation with Bibi Netanyahu today, asking him not to go into a major raid of Beirut, Lebanon. He turned his troops around. Thank you, Bibi. I also had a conversation," he says, with representatives of the leaders of Hezbollah, and they agreed to stop shooting at Israel and its soldiers. Likewise, Israel agreed to stop shooting at them. Let's see how long that lasts. Hopefully, it'll be for eternity. But we're live in southern Lebanon this hour and in the capital, Beirut. We begin with Obaida Hito, who's in Tyre for us. Obaida, Israel continuing its operations in southern Lebanon. Bring us up to speed with the situation.
Yeah, that's right. The Israeli operation continues to move ahead full speed. We've seen a jet fly across the city just a few minutes ago, dropping flares actually just above the hospital where we are that was targeted yesterday. There's ongoing strikes in the Nabatieh region especially. There's also been a Lebanese Civil Defence center in the Nabatieh region that was directly targeted. There were no casualties, but there was extensive damage to that center, making it very difficult for emergency rescue teams to do their jobs here in the south. A systematic policy of targeting medical workers for the last 2 months or so. There's also been strikes in other parts of Nabatieh, on Habush, Adlun, other areas where the Israeli troops are trying to advance and actually besiege the city of Nabatieh, Shukin and Kafar Sir, Kafar Tabnit, all of these towns and villages that Israel has recently come into very close contact with after it's taken some high ground near the Beaufort Castle.
And you're at the site of a hospital, Obaida, which has been attacked several times by Israel. Talk to us about what the scene is like there.
That's right. This is the third time that there has been a strike in the vicinity of Jabal Amel Hospital. The doctors and medical workers here are describing them as proximity strikes. The hospital is here. You see the facade of the hospital has been heavily damaged. We were able to go inside the ICU as well as the critical care unit and several of the other floors. It's been significantly damaged inside. Some of the operating rooms are not usable. Some of the treatment rooms are no longer usable. A lot of damage to the equipment. We met a mother who had an infant child in the premature care unit, prenatal birth care unit, and she actually came to the hospital after the strike. She was happy to find that her baby was alive, but a lot of damage around the place that the baby was, too close for comfort for her. You see this extensive damage all throughout this neighborhood. This is the parking lot. The solar panels that were sitting over this parking lot have collapsed onto these vehicles. This is just in front of the hospital, and the main strike happened in the residential neighborhood just behind the parking lot here. You see all of the ambulances and the emergency vehicles that have come to the scene. They're still digging through the rubble of this attack. There are at least 4 people dead now, confirmed by local sources here. Dozens of other people injured. Extensive damage to the entire neighborhood. You can see here how the building has been completely wiped out. This was a multi-story building. What they're telling us is actually it was just a row of buildings that essentially made a whole block of this neighborhood, which is no longer existing. The damage is quite extensive. This is not the first time, as I mentioned. The first time was in April. The second time, another strike near the street here in May. Now this one very close to the hospital. People here are saying that Israel continues to do this to intimidate the workers here in the medical facility, to make the cost of staying here and continuing to provide these kinds of critical services to people very high. The doctors that we've spoken to are visibly exhausted. You can tell that they've been here for long hours under a lot of stress. The hospital continues to operate and treat patients, but at a limited capacity, and the concern is that there's going to be more attacks, and that intensity of those attacks are going to go up as well.
Obaida, thank you so much for your reporting. That's Obaida Hito live there in Tyre.